Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen, and today we are going to make another bundt cake. However, this is an Irish cream chocolate bundt cake. Now I'm going to be doing a non-alcoholic version. However, you can use Bailey's Irish cream in this recipe. Okay, now we do have quite a lot of ingredients in this recipe, so I'm going to show you first all the ingredients that I'm using. Everything will be posted at the end of the video. Okay, so I have all-purpose flour, brown sugar, white granulated sugar. I'm using Dutch processed cocoa powder in this. However, you can use Hershey's or you can use any good quality cocoa powder for this recipe. Unsalted butter, sour cream. You can also substitute with Greek yogurt, eggs, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. We also have my non-alcoholic version of Irish cream that I made. Now, just a few ingredients that's in here. So I have whipping cream, chocolate syrup, almond extract, and vanilla extract. The quantities I will post later on. Okay. Now, first step, we are going to sift our dry ingredients. But before sifting, we are going to put our butter and sugar to cream. So unsalted butter, and I am using my paddle attachment. So I have 227 grams of unsalted butter, room temperature. I am adding both sugars, so brown, this is 50 grams of brown sugar, and we have 300 grams of granulated sugar. This goes on. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can also use a hand mixer. Make sure it's nice and firm. And we are going to cream this for about 5 minutes. Now, you want to make sure that it's very nice and creamy. In the meantime, I'm going to sift my dry ingredients. I have 218 grams of all-purpose flour, let's put all of this in here. And 75 grams of Dutch processed cocoa powder. Always make sure you sift your ingredients so that everything is combined nicely. Baking powder, baking soda, and salt. We are going to my sifter and we sift. Now I'm going to empty it into another bowl. Now always make sure you sift your cocoa powder, because cocoa powder tends to have a lot of lumps in it. Just tap it out. You see, I do have some lumps in there. Let's move this one out. Nice. Now, this is my dry ingredients, but you would want to give this a little whisk, so that they mix in together. That's a lot of chocolate in there. Okay. Now when you're mixing your butter and sugar and creaming it together, remember to always stop, scrape down your bowl, just just to get to the ones that's the bottom. Now, I'm going to show you what mine's look like right now, but I still need to whisk it a little more, okay? Because I want it to be really light. So I'm turning the speed up. So my speed is on number 6 now. After this becomes nice and light, we are then going to add our sour cream. So your sour cream must be at room temperature. All your ingredients at room temperature except the last one, which is espresso. And this should be okay. Now I'm going to add my sour cream. All the sour cream goes in. Now, when you add your sour cream, you only want to mix it for about 30 to 40 seconds. Just to quickly mix it in, and then we stop. And that's good. Okay, now we're going to add our eggs. So I'm using 3 large eggs. And I like to crack my eggs separately, just in case one might be a bad egg. 1. On the lowest speed, I start mixing in my egg. I take it up to medium. Let your first egg mix in first nicely before you add your second egg. Once you cannot see any eggs in there, then you add the second one. Again, my second egg goes in. Now, the third. And there goes our third egg. I'm going to stop again, straight down. Now you're going to see it's going to be nice and creamy. Do you see how creamy it gets? Okay. So your egg also helps to melt your sugar. Now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I'm using this one, pure vanilla extract. And we need 1 tablespoon or 3 teaspoons. Okay, it goes in. Again, give it a quick little whisk. Not too high, because it's just going to go off your bowl. Now, we stop. It's almost ready. On the lowest speed, we are going to add our flour. So we're starting with flour and we're ending with flour. And in between, I'm going to add my Irish cream. Can you bring the coffee? Yeah, it's in the mixer. And lowest speed. So I'm adding 1/3 of my flour. And half of my Irish cream. Let that mix in. We're going to add another 1/3. And I add the remaining of my cream. Let's just do a little scrape down here because my cream is nice and thick. Okay. And we finish with flour. And again, I'm mixing on the low speed. You can take your bowl to start the rest out. Stopping. We're going to scrape down all the sides, all over. Give it a final little mix until it becomes nice and smooth. Again, we're sticking to the low speed. Once you see everything is combined, then we add our freshly brewed espresso. So I'm using espresso. You can also use coffee. And we need 1/3 cup. 1/3 cup of espresso. So my espresso is hot. And I'm just going to pour all of this into my mixture. Go. Thank you. Now I'm going to stop. You don't want to over mix. Take the paddle out. Let's get everything down. This cake is a really rich, moist cake. It can also be frozen. Now some of my mixture is not mixed in proper, so you just give it a final stir. You want to make sure all the mixture at the bottom is mixed in nicely. And there you have it. See how it drops off the spatula. Your Irish cream Bundt cake. So now we're going to pop this in a pan. Now if you don't want to use a Bundt pan, you can also use 2 8-inch pans or 1 9-inch or 10-inch pans, okay, if you want to make a layered cake. Now you can use any Bundt pan that you want. I'm using my Nordic Ware. This is one of my favorite pans. If you've looked at my last video, you would see I use this pan again. Okay, and we are going to spray it. Now make sure you prepare your pans properly or your cakes will stick, especially chocolate cakes. So I'm going to use a floured spray. I'm using our Wilton spray. This already has flour. However, if you don't have one like this, brush the inside with some oil, shortening or butter, add some flour to it. Make sure it's dusted around nicely. The reason I like to use this spray is because I can get into all the cracks and make sure that it's nicely coated. Oops, one more. I missed one spot. Okay, now we're going to pop this in. You want to make sure that this is popped in nice and even. Okay. Okay. And you try and you level it off. Now you might find that it looks like a little bit of butter in this big pan, but this cake rises a bit, so I put it in this one all the time. Okay, we tap it down. Give it a little shake, tap it down to remove any air bubbles, and then we pop it in the oven at 350 degrees or 180 degrees Celsius for approximately 50 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, so I'm going to pop this one in the oven, and I'm going to come back and show you one that I've done before. Okay, nice. So while that one is in the oven, I have prepared one prior to this one. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. And this is what the finished cake looks like. However, we are going to put a nice chocolate sauce on the top of this and sprinkle some chocolate chips on it. Okay, so this is my finished cake, and here I have a chocolate sauce. Now the recipe will also be there for my chocolate sauce. It's quite simple. It's whipping cream, a good quality chocolate, and some light corn syrup. That's it. But you need to make this prior to your cake because it needs to cool down before you can pour it onto the cake. So I'm just giving it a quick stir because I made it a little bit earlier. And we're going to pour it onto the cake. And just let it run down. You see that it's nice and thick. If you try pouring it when it's not this thick, it's just going to run completely off your cake. Wow, that looks amazing. Okay, I think that's enough. Actually, I want a little bit more here. Let's see. Nice. You can never go wrong with too much chocolate. That should be fine. Oops. Okay. And quickly, I'm going to add some chipped chocolate to the top of it. This is like a chocolate lover's dream. Now you don't have to add chocolate chips. You can add whatever you want. You can even change the topping, but it's chocolate. Who doesn't like chocolate? Okay, let's not go overboard. And here you have our finished cake. I hope you enjoyed watching my videos, and I will see you again next time. Bye.